Oh, it is like I was watching an interview with Jake Paul where he's talking about his social media influencer past, where the dude was doing some crazy stuff. Like he was just fucking having pool parties at 1 in the morning, disrupting his neighbors, fucking bonfires in his fucking pool, like crazy stuff. Like, and that's how he got famous, by doing things like that, outrageous things like just testing the waters, continuously doing crazy shit, continuously getting sued, and dudes were getting. And I'm like, why won't you settle? Like, even if you gotta pay like a ton of money, like a whole fucking truckload of money to your lawyers to like fucking get this shit done, I still don't want to give the guy that sued me the money. If you sell, you got to pay them. I don't want to settle. I'm not settling. Why would I settle if I know that I'm right? I don't get that. I mean, perhaps he's like, oh, I don't want to go through the whole process of getting it to trial because that's a hit and miss. Is it? If you have a lawyer, like, that's pretty good. Like, you can win that fucking trial and then you don't have to pay them anything. You can counter sue after that and then they pay you. But, even in court, it's like fucking retarded, man. Remember when the game, he didn't even show up to court when he had that bitch that, what's that bitch name? From that show, The Thought. And then she threatened, apparently he inappropriately touched her or something, but apparently she alleges that he did something inappropriate. She went to court and he didn't show up. Dude, how are you not gonna show up to court and you got a court date? These motherfuckers are crazy. But I don't know, like it's sad. It's pretty sad, man. I mean, what can I say? I mean, these people on social media like do things just for likes. Everything's for everything's for the gram. Everything's for YouTube. And he was talking about how he was always addicted. It was just work, at some point, like just a job. I it is just a job though, like to be honest, because it's a job. You gotta upload fucking a video every day for 365. That's gonna be difficult every fucking day, and it has to be good. Then you gotta edit the video. Then you gotta fucking do more. Then you gotta fucking hire somebody to make the video better, or just just a constant revolving door. But who do you guys think actually beats Tyron? Who do you guys think wins that fight with Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley? I don't know. I think it's probably gonna be Jake. I don't think Tyron wins this, but I'm not betting on the fight. I could care less about the fight. To be honest, I'm just talking about it because it's just what people are talking about right now. But damn, that triangle though, that triangle right there is pretty fucking tight. That bitch for the tap, 100%. You're gonna tap. You are going to fucking tap. I guarantee it. Yeah, yeah, she's going out. Yeah, yeah, she's still extending the arm, but she ain't getting out of that shit. Nope, not gonna happen. You better tap. You better tap, baby. You better tap. Tap, 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 tap. I mean, I've tapped before, but that's part of the game, though. Like jiu-jitsu, I mean, you're gonna tap at some point. Even Khabib's tapped. Everyone's tapped before. Like, it's not a bad thing. Why do people always talk about this stuff? Crazy, crazy, insane. Man, I really love it when you're like smaller than the person you're wrestling or fighting, and you just weather the storm and they get tired, just like the Juliana Pena and Amanda Nunes fight. Pena really surprised a lot of people. Not me, but she surprised a lot of people before that fight. Should have bet on that fight, but I should have bet on that fight, but I didn't because I didn't have the money. So how are you gonna bet on that fight? Makes no sense. I really don't see how I was gonna bet on the fight, but I didn't have the money. So yeah, exactly, right? Like, but yeah, you know, it's cool. It's cool. I just don't. I just don't know, man. I don't know what is the point of it all. Oh shit. The hooks are not in probably. Only one hook in. Yes. Just one hook. Really? That's all? Choke the fuck out of her. Probably, but tired. Very tired. Extremely tired. I can tell. She taps. I know it. It's difficult. It's difficult to say, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Leonard Ellaby, man, that dude is like cancer. He thinks that. Dude really thinks that that shit is like cool. That's funny. Leonard Ellaby doesn't want Tank to fight anybody, but he expects us to pay for a pay-per-view, just because he thinks that we should pay for it, and he wants to do what he wants to do. He wants us to pay for it to fit the bill because they don't have the money to pay these guys. They don't have the money to pay Gervonta's purse. That's why the fans are fitting the bill. Why do you think that's the case? Because these guys don't have the money. Why do they not have the money? Because they squandered all the money before giving people big purses. And that's what happens. That's exactly what happens, dude. That is what happens. Indeed. Indeed. That's crazy. These guys actually used to use like, but how is Logan Paul a good person if he goes to the fucking suicide forest in Japan? How is he a good person? He hasn't uploaded on his YouTube channel for like 6 months. Why is that the case? Because he said new. Why doesn't he upload on his YouTube anymore? Yeah, I mean, Logan's just a character, isn't he? Maverick. The Return of Maverick.